So you have left Mary's house.
Okay.
And you are making down towards the end of the street, where you can see a large house, which you've been told by her is the Burgomaster's.
Yeah.
Which you know from the letter is a gentleman named Kolyan Indronovich. It's probably about 8 o'clock in the evening, but you can only tell that really by the appearance of shops and the homesteads being darker. You look up at the sky, and although it seems to be perpetually dusk and dawn, it does seem to be a little bit darker. You feel like one or the other has passed,
Right.
and it has become a night
Or a sense of dread showing up for no
Um,
clear reason.
There's an unexplainable scent of death in the air.
I've seen more
It's
cheer in a graveyard.
Exactly that.
I've seen plenty of cheer in a graveyard.
And you are making your way down to the Burgomaster's house.
Okay.
When you reach there, it's a weary looking mansion, and it squats behind a rusty iron fence. The iron gates are twisted and torn. The right gate lies cast aside, while the left swings lazily in the wind. The stuttering squill and clang of the gate repeats with mindless precision. Weeds choke the ground and press with menace upon the house itself. Yet against the walls the growth has been trampled down to create a path all about the domain. Heavy claw markings have stripped the once beautiful finish on the walls. Great black marks tell of fires that have assailed the mansion. Not a pane nor a shard of glass stands in any window. All the windows are now barred with planks, each one marked with the stains of evil omen.
God, you make a fortune, yeah.
I thought the Black Eagle Barony was a desolate looking place to live.
I don't know if anyone's actually living here. It doesn't look very lived in. It looks a bit more derelict.
I'll do a politics joke. I'm not
Don't
going to
see
do
any
it.
lights anywhere. I know they're
There's a
boarded
dim-
up, but yeah.
There's a dim light coming from the kind of entrance.
Okay.
Someone must be home.
So there's
Gates, I guess, we walked through these swinging gates where they locked after the outside.
no, there's one that's kind of a bit twisted and torn, and the left one is sort of swinging open.
Okay.
Let's walk up to the door of the house then.
Okay, yeah. With Hexenjaeger, I knock using the hilt of it onto the door. Nice big loud knock on the wooden door.
You wait for a couple of seconds and there's nothing, and then the silence breaks with a little latch that opens. Yes, who are you? What's your business?
I'm here to see the Burgomaster of your town.
What's your name and what's the Burgomaster's name?
My name is Thomas. These are my travelling companions.
Hello.
You can see through the little slit, weary little eyes with greyed eyebrows. He darts looking around.
I've totally forgotten the Burgomaster's name, so I'm going to do a slight hand check to look at the letter.
Yeah, sure.
With a 16. So that's to just do.
You manage to do it as what you can all perceive is a little old man. His eyes are kind of on Ilio and Frank, and you manage to quickly look.
As I'm doing this, my name is Thomas, and these are my hopefully directing his attention to them, not saying their name, pausing to get, and that's when I let you say the name. I'm here to see, and then say the name that I don't.
Which is Kolyan Idronovich. Kolyan. Kolyan. Idronovich.
We're here to see the cognac.
Indir Ovich.
Ovich, yeah. Idronovich.
Well, you're too late.
What do you mean I'm too late?
The Burgomaster died 3 days ago. There's a new Burgomaster, his son.
Cognac Junior?
Master Ismark. He's not taken so well to the pressures of being the new Burgomaster. He's taken to the drink. You'll find him up at the pub.
Fine.
Good night. And he slams the shutter back across.
Okay.
Back to the pub.
As you shut the thing, I'm going to just kick the bottom of the door. Just see if you open.
Yes, how can I help you?
You're not very useful, are you? Bye.
There's
Going to waste our time. I'm going to waste his time.
Shuts it.
Okay, back to the pub.
Back to the pub, yeah. As we're walking there, I just want to chat to Frank about where his combat training was. Did he serve in the military? I just realised I don't know anything about his pay. Yeah.
I'm glad that Lanova's pointed that out to you.
So let's return to the pub, or return to the pub, main part of the village. Let's go to find the pub.
By all means,
you sold me a pub. Something on your mind.
We've got a few moments' journey up ahead of us as we're wandering through these desolate streets. Tell me about your background. Let's get to know one another.
Sure, absolutely. Let's not pay attention to our surroundings and have idle chit-chat.
Exactly.
Go on, old boy. What do you want to know?
Did you serve? You're obviously some...
Are you picking up on this at all?
What's that?
Like, you talk to me posh, I talk to you posh.
Well,
if it kicks off and it all goes a bit like midway.
Yeah, I've settled on him being noble because I was trying to find out which I started.
Oh, it's fine, yeah.
I don't want to go Matt Berry.
But
the witch hunter general.
I thought he's not fitting for
the tone.
I thought you were a general witch hunter.
I am. I'm
as in standard.
It's my love.
Yes,
old boy, you were saying.
So tell me about your military history. Did you serve? Who do you serve?
My military history.
If you're fighting, you're going to be.
I've killed many men, but serving under a banner, not so much.
That would explain the limited combat skills I witness sometimes.
I prefer to think of myself as a survivor.
Raw skill rather than trained.
I have spent time with enough people.
He's not being insulting.
I know.
It's just an observation of.
That's fine.
Raw rather than.
I've spent enough time around an armed sort of group, shall we say? But nothing that I would like to advertise too much. I've learnt ways of surviving against many a different beast and creature. I start looking around again, just going, not quite as boring and desolate as this place. I'm hoping the pub was going to improve matters.
Look at the state of these streets and houses. I'm not holding my breath. What are you doing, Ilio, when this is going on? This?
Stealthing, jumping from box to box.
Just walking along, letting you get on with it, really.
Just with a little swagger.
And just keeping my eyes peeled around us.
I'd sort of lean over to you. Have you ever seen one of those before? Sort of tilt my head back to, because it is a shadow elf. These are in Mustara.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant
very
crying
unusual
woman.
Thing. The only time you'd ever see them is normally if they're out to kill you. Or
Lanover leans in between the two and goes, "I've seen them before. They're to be trusted."
Racist, eh?
I'm afraid I don't know a lot about elves.
I speak Elvish, so I'm kind of just like...
You might have more to do with the elves.
Why I know it's like neither here nor there, probably, but it's just like... Look, as far as I'm concerned, if they're trying to kill you, then kill them straight back. But apart from that, live and let live is what I think.
You sound like my kind of man. And he pats you on the back for contested strength.
Okay. That's 13.
It takes the wind right out of you. You nearly fall face first in the mud, and you sort of stumble. That was a big hand patting you on the back.
Can we wait until we've had a drink at least?
Drink. That sounds like a brilliant idea.
I look round and pipe up and say, "Did anyone say drink?"
Oh, you're still there, are you?
Yeah,
I couldn't see
you.
you.
Chattering on, I wasn't really listening.
It's only a few minutes walk back up the road. It's the length of the road that we are on.
Yeah.
And
can we see where the destination for most of the travel? So we know.
About halfway up,
Right.
you can start to see.
What? Yeah. That's the one.
You've wasted maybe 20 minutes in this hole,
Just going down
Yeah.
and back.
down and back. So you're looking at it being about 8:30.
Right. As we're sort of walking up, the reason I ask is it's like, as we're kind of getting closer to it, is it obvious that that's possibly the only place that's open, or at least has people in it?
Absolutely.
Right.
It
Cool.
is the only place that looks open. It's the only place that really looks that well trodden,
Yeah.
you know.
The town's got nothing better to do.
The square doesn't look like it's hosted a market in God knows how long.
Yeah, that almost out of character brought up, but the signs of animals like produce animals, like goats, cattle. You don't see any. You'd see markings of.
Roll a perception for me.
Yeah, I want to see if I can poop or things.
If
in the streets.
you'd like to roll a perception too, you can. If you feel like you're not really
As
paying
we're
attention.
moving along, just see this.
But as soon as you ask the question, I take it someone's looking.
17.
On a 17.
25.
On a 25. And Frank,
10.
you don't notice this. You're kind of becoming pally with Lanover. He's nearly knocked you over with a slap on the back, and you're talking about drink. So what do you normally drink then? What's your tickle?
Start off slow, get the hard stuff later. Depends really what they've got. I'm not picky.
It sounds like you're talking about a brothel, which I wouldn't like to go in here.
Well, it depends if they've got a pulse, doesn't it? This is at this stage.
No pulse, your kind of thing, is it, Frank?
Well,
and this conversation continues.
and I've just got this look on my face. It's like actually just considering the question and the answer.
You guys notice. You notice a black cat that crosses the path. You notice the alleyway that it runs down, you can hear slight squeak of wooden wheels from a car
Okay.
being pushed along. You continue on, I assume.
Yep.
So you've noticed there is some kind of activity, albeit quite low key.
Behind the scenes.
You approach the blood on the vine, or as I said, it's been graffitied to say blood of the vein.
On the face.
You're all at the tavern door.
Try the door.
The door opens.
And we obviously, before we went in, we could hear sounds in there. Chats were in. It's even though it's light, it's quiet. Then we have a tavern, then we hear
the door opens
just before we step in. With the sign, I'm going to throw a dance into the sign.
Okay.
Might something later.
Well,
but it's just it's just thrown into the sign. I'm not trying to damage the sign really. I'm just going to big old block of wood.
Let's
throw
see
it
if it
into
makes it.
Which is just attack on it.
Yeah.
No, it's the dagger one, isn't it? So 16 total.
Dum.
You just dum.
Hits the sign.
Yep. I'm not making a big thing of it or anything.
Reverberates for a little moment.
Yeah.
You carry on inside. As you open the door, it's as deathly quiet as it was outside. That sound of the door,
how big is this fucking door?
draws the attention of everybody inside,
It's Jurassic
and
Park.
they all turn to face you. And you see a bartender just cleaning glasses, a table off to one side with what appears to be 3 Vistani, and then in the corner by the fireplace a young man with shoulder length dirty blonde hair, kind of head held down, just spinning his glass in his hands slowly, and takes a sip. It looks like the whole weight of the world is on his shoulders.
That looks
He
like
is the
it may
only
be-
person that doesn't look up at you.
I think that looks like Burgomaster's son.
What's perception check to see about his dress? He's a bird, so he's going to be slightly dressed, probably better than. Nope.
On your passive, you
10.
can see he
24.
he
That's like
he's dressed in a kind of a black finely made shirt, and it kind of has a little puff at the corner, bellows down into a tight cuff. Over the top he's got like a leather jerkin, black, with a kind of embroidered straps over the shoulder, a couple of straps here with buckles on. Quite fine clothing. He does look the richer of the people in here, because the other 3 people are Vistani, as you met before. Not to be that way, but Romany gypsies.
Yeah.
The bartender is what you know from Mistara, normal Mistara bartenders to be like. He's got a white shirt, sort of baggy pants, and an apron.
Are these the only ones in there?
That's all that's in there.
So when the room went silent, it didn't take an awful lot for it to go silent.
The Vistani were the only people talking, and it was hushed, and it was in Vistan, which is their own language, and it was lots of murmuring and muttering. They stopped, looked at you, and there's kind of a little...
It's not like a Western.
No, when they turn back to their business, there's a little bit of an amusement to their tone. You don't know what they're saying, but they seem to regard you with amusement.
There's a little loose giggle or something coming out, as such.
One says something and the other kind of
Yeah. New blood.
Cool. Okay. Shall we go over to the young man?
Yeah. Yes, let's do this. We walk
You
over
do
to-
notice
I'm hoping
you've probably been in a tavern or two. The bartenders normally, hello friends, well, they're nothing from this guy. He's a little pudgy, sallow faced man. Nothing. He just stands there cleaning the glasses.
Does he even acknowledge us? Like, look at us. Or...
No. And when he's finished cleaning the glasses,
That's the highlight of his day.
He puts one back, takes one down, puts one back, finishes, goes back to the start.
Can I do a perception check to see if it's the same glass over and over again?
Yeah, sure.
Just out of pure curiosity, 18.
It's not the same glass, but it's eerily repetitive. It is just...
He's got nothing better to do with himself.
He has cleaned every glass over and over again. And once he gets to the end of the line, he goes back to the start.
Okay.
I think that should be on your sign. Cleanest glasses in town. Evening.
Did he?
Evening.
Yeah, he did.
And he goes back to cleaning the glasses.
What do you recommend?
You can have a small glass of wine. It's 1 copper piece. Pitcher of wine, 1 silver piece.
Chatty fellow, isn't he?
Frank, get me a beer in. As I wander over to
I look up.
the lad.
I look up to you as I'm assuming you're wandering off a little bit. Go over there. He said, Frank will get you a beer. No problem.
Cheers, Frank.
It might be a little bit whiny from the sounds of it.
So we walk over to the guy and I just sit down and go, Ismark, I presume.
He looks up. Yeah, who's asking?
My name is Thomas Foreman. I am a witch hunter from distant lands. I'm here to speak to the Burgomaster, which I understand now is you.
Come from the hand down.
Gloved hand pointing at him.
Unfortunately, yes, it is me. Distant land, you say. Have a seat. Thomas.
Tom.
Have a seat.
I've already said that by this point. Before he's even just got undermined. It's a witch hunter walks in just to explain.
How far away is the table from the bar? I'm assuming you're with me.
I'm with Thomas.
It's not a big bar.
Yeah, just so I hear them from wherever that table is. Right.
Witch hunter travels.
You could hear a mouse
Yeah.
shit in this
Intimidates
place.
the leader to get what he wants from it. So it's not,
Yeah,
that's why he
you
does
could
it.
hear a mouse shit in this place.
Right, fair.
There's nothing going on.
I would have said it quite loud as well. I'm not being stealthy. Or
Yeah.
quiet. It's a matter of
Okay,
show.
I just wanted to know if I
The
knew what was going
the
on.
Vistani have all hushed and they're kind of not even stealthily listening to you. They are obviously just.
We're the most entertaining thing in the room, bro.
There's two ladies and a gentleman. The 2 ladies sitting with their back to the wall and the gentleman's with his back to the bar. And they've all literally just stopped they've stopped their joking and then you hear one of them say, they've gone to talk to Ismark, the lesser. And they all laugh again and sit to watch and see what unfolds.
Okay.
Ismark, which you don't know yet, but that's his name. Yes, my father, Collier. He, as you must know, he passed away 3 days ago.
But we have seen your manservant about it, and we are here. We're here on business to see him.
You might want to pay him a bit more, or just replace him. He's a bit of a prick.
So you shout that from the bar, you're here.
I'm just almost muttering it, but as I say, yeah, I can hear everything in this room apparently. So I didn't like him. So wine, you say?
Wine.
I need beer.
I'm afraid the only drinks that are served here are wine.
Frank will buy wine.
I mean,
As I look over at you, it's like
we're supplied by the winery across the valley, and that's pretty much all that comes in and out.
very well. I go into my pockets, realise I don't have any copper. I only have silver and gold. So I'll take 3 pints of wine. Not small glasses, pints.
The,
Because they have pint glasses, I assume, even I'd have no beer. Your shiniest
he
of
puts
the
up
glasses.
3 pitchers of wine. 3 silver. What's your perception?
My passive? 17.
17. You're interacting with this man. You've seen a teddy bear with a soul, haven't you?
We have, yeah.
This man has no soul.
I just assumed he was working long hours for no pay.
You look into his eyes and it's vacant. It's as dark and empty as the windows that line the streets.
I lean in as he's putting them onto the bar, the drinks onto the bar. You need to put a smile on that face for once. You'll feel better.
He looks.
And that's my moment where I can get closer to him and look into his eyes.
3 silver, please.
2.5.
3 silver, please.
That kind of establishment, I understand.
One of the
Fair.
women, Vistani, says, "The prices are what the prices are. You pay or you leave."
Did you get a lot of people asking for this amount, though? I mean, I just wanted to give the poor man a chance to use his very well washed glasses, which apparently none of you are using.
Arik does his job. He doesn't need you to manage him. He has me.
I would ask who you are, but I care very little. 3 silver.
The feeling is mutual, my friend.
I've turned my back to them at this point. Let's go for 3 silver, my friend. As I'm ignoring
He
this one
takes
that's
them.
talking up now.
And goes back to cleaning glasses.
Silver.
This place is so fucking weird, isn't it?
It's just like,
Thomas, are
I'm
you
not
gonna-
going to kick off.
Are you going to show him the letter we found?
Yes, Thomas. And your name was
Ilia.
Ilia. You're an elf.
I am.
Wow. And why is your skin so grey? Have you been bitten?
No, I'm a shadow.
Shadow elf. Shadow elf. It's not something I've heard of here. And you're sure you haven't been bitten?
I'm very sure.
Okay. What is this letter? What business brings you in search of the Burgomaster?
I sort of go through the contents of the letter. If I'm not going to hold it up, I don't give it to him, just in case. Just sort of talk about the.
And where did you get this letter?
We came across a dwarf that had been attacked by wolves and unfortunately dead, and it was in his pocket.
Right.
So I walk over with the drinks. All stacked together. Bit of a mess he was.
Roll persuasion.
Bit of a mess he was as I put the drinks down.
The dwarf.
16.
Wolves killed the messenger with this note.
Yeah.
Come closer, my friends. This isn't my father's handwriting. I don't know where this note's come from, but it speaks of my sister Irina. She hasn't been bitten. I don't know who you found, where this letter's come from. But it sounds like a man of most ill.
Might we might see your sister Irene then?
Of course.
Where is she?
She's back at the mansion. Look, there are many problems I have to deal with right now. Irina's not going to want to meet yous, strangers,
Inside check.
right now. Go for it.
Yeah.
What are you trying to deem?
I want to know if he's just trying to fob us off and get rid of us. If he's actually concerned about things, it's more likely he is, but I don't use it often enough. So that's 18. All in.
He is. He's just met you. His dad's just died, and he's just seen a letter saying that his sister's been bitten by a vampire that you found on the road from a messenger.
Unknown source, yeah.
The question is, he's being very honest. He's not quite sure if he believes you and your source of this letter, why you want to see his father, why why you've got a letter saying his sister's been bitten.
Right. Honest and confused. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
I assumed that would be the result, but
and this is the least of his worries right now. This is what you're getting.
Okay.
Cool. Just going to sort of like look over to either of you, just like just get a little nod.
Fair enough.
It's like, yeah. I'm not going to discuss it in front of him, but
Look, I'll tell you, I'll be honest with you, I'll be straight up. There is an issue here between Strahd and my sister. If he wants to bite her, and it's a weekly thing it's a weekly occurrence that we have to charm, lay down sigils around the house to stop him from getting in. He's got this wild notion that she is the reincarnation of his once bride.
Right.
that old chestnut.
Now, I don't know how true you travellers are. I have some things that I need to take care of here. Once they are done, would you help me get Irina out of this damned village and across the valley to Vallaki? It's a small town in the centre of the valley, but it is a metropolis compared to this place. We have family there. There's more chance of being protected. I've just got to get her out.
Well, you see, the thing is,
I wanted to see.
I can't speak for the rest of my group here. I'm rather a fan of gold. And that's the one thing you have not brought up yet.
He rummages in his... pulls out 3 silver and goes, "That's for your wine. And we can negotiate any more payment once we get to Irina and she's safe, and get her from Barovia to Vallaki. I will give you half payment before and half payment on arrival."
You see my face change as I start to smile as I've just heard what I wanted to hear. Almost about to say it. But it's just, yeah,
Fair enough.
we don't do. We'll pay after we've done an entire job, which you'll go, "I'm skint actually."
Okay, fair enough.
You're obviously a man that has had to negotiate before. I'm satisfied personally.
Yeah, we've done insight checks, and you've given a nod as well to us. So
Yeah.
I'm satisfied. My mission was to see Irene anyway, so I'm getting that fulfillment to make sure I can.
You're going to get a bit of travel time and if you
So I can just.
it works out. So yeah.
Yeah.
So we could do with somewhere to stay the night. We could do with some food. Would you be able to accommodate us? I could talk to.
Ismark.
Is this
A
is
favour
this an
for a
inn,
favour.
or is this just a pub?
Now, I have... Sorry, what was your question?
Is this an Is this just a pub or is this an inn? Does it have?
It's just a pub.
Is it big enough to have rooms? Oh.
It's a tavern. Right. That's it. A favour for a favour. You can stay at the mansion free of charge. I have a problem that has fallen upon me as the new Burgomaster to try and solve. And I have far too much to worry about with keeping Strahd away from my sister. In
What is
fact,
this
your
problem?
arrival here has almost seems to be a blessing from the Morning Lord.
So start moving the coins in between my fingers and just go, may it all almost say fortuitous. By using the word fortune. Quite
Fortune.
For
yeah, that's what I was going to try and go for. And then
so here is
I just
the
want to
deal.
cut the word up.
Villagers have been going missing for about a
I'm
year.
not a soldier of fortune at all.
Tell me more. Why? Who? What? Who do you suspect has? What do you suspect has happened to these villagers?
I can't be 100% sure. Before the last 3 days, it was not a concern of mine.
I have noticed the village is very light on the ground when it comes to villagers.
I can tell you where I was headed next, which was the last person's house. Muster Tuppence is just around the corner. 3 nights ago, which is strange. It was on the same night that my father died. But that's now for you guys to figure out. He went missing. And then
Same night your father died.
yeah,
This Master Tuppence, is it?
Tuppence, yes.
Tuppence.
Fits in your pocket, small bloke.
Just around the corner. Maybe I haven't been there yet.
He's gone missing.
It's gone missing. He is
Who is he
the
to the
5th
village?
in the last week.
Who is he to the village? Why are you
He
concerned
was
about
he was a carpenter, a local carpenter. He maintained and built wagons and carriages and things, and it's really taken quite a toll on the village because we have not many ways to leave now. We don't have many horses. Perhaps actually going around to his yards, but you could acquire a way of transporting us across the valley.
Okay, we could go there first and then go back to the mansion.
Yeah, so it's night time now. Prepare nighttime visiting before we go back to the mansion. Certainly.
Like I said, sufficient information on this mystery that is hounded my father for last year will secure you bed, breakfast, dinner for at least one night.
Okay.
But if you can solve what I can't, then you are welcome in my house for as long as you need.
Okay.
Oh, they've always told us that we're problem solvers. As I give you two a knowing look that we barely know each other.
Okay. Well, off to this Mr. Tuppence's house.
Back to the streets.
Well, good luck, friends, and I'm going to head home, I suppose, and
Is he leaving with us?
make sure Percy and Irina are safe. And he leaves with you.
Yep.
As you
As we go out the door,
go out the door,
yeah.
the female Vistani Go safe out there, friends. I wouldn't want you to have any accidents.
We don't have accidents. Everything we do is on purpose. And just at that moment, they hear the sign outside start rattling about the place, and a dagger just comes flying into my hand, and I just sheath it without staring him in the eyes.
Okay, roll intimidation.
Yeah, ironically, my intimidation straight dice. That's a 19 though.
19.
Oh, that's a crit. In its own way.
It's
triple intimidation.
Is noted.
Good night, sweetheart. Is she ironically really attractive?
It depends on what you find attractive.
She's got pulse. We're gonna keep that joke going.
Has flawlessly smooth olive skin, bright green eyes, dark black hair. She is adorned in gold rings and jewels hanging from her bandana, and
yeah, I'd say
she's very Mediterranean looking.
Give her a cheeky wink and a smile. But we leave before she can react. Unless she wants to say something to my back. I don't know.
No. She is confused, intimidated, and then
slightly aroused. Strangely aroused.
You make your way outside of the Blood on the Vine with Ismark, and he points you down the road. It's about 3 doors along. Master Tuppence's house.
Okay.
Okay. We have a really quick break.
You know where the mansion was, and I'll see you back there.
Okay.
And he hurries off, pulls his hood up, and goes off down the road.
He's a scupper, but slightly pissed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Go for it. Well, go for it.
Okay.
As you as Ismark disappears down the street, roll a religion check for me.
11.
Alanva leans in and goes, "Who's this morning lord they're talking about?" You are aware that in some parts the Mystaran immortal for the sun, the god for the sun, is known as the Morning Lord.
It's their own name for it. So I assume it's their own name for the immortal, their deities.
It's the deities of all roosters.
And if you could roll an insight. All of you can roll this one.
14.
Okay. See.
23.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to.
Don't 20.
I'm not going to tell you outright, but I'm going to push you because that wouldn't be right, I don't think. In a place, but it is a thought that comes to your mind. As Tolman says this to Laniver, he's a deity for the sun. In a place of perpetual dusk and dawn, of course, people would probably look to a deity of sun. Somewhere with supposed vampires, that would be their saviour. That would be who they would want to come and redeem the land.
Their faith is strong then, because I don't think I've seen the sun in this our time here so far.
I can't say just almost to myself, so that's
You
As a throwaway stone.
do you push on towards
Still pushing on towards
Master Tuppence's house?
Yeah.
So you are directed. You're here in this square. We need to get a map printed, don't we? And by the time we've done the map, you'll probably be out. So you're going to come back down here. Not back down, sorry. You're just going to come along here. A couple of doors along is where Ismark pointed you to.
Okay.
You come up to the house. It's much in the manner like Mary's house was. 2 stories, slim, crooked. The door is thrown open.
Oh. Okay.
What would you like to do?
I'll poke my head in and just have a quick look and listen. So I want to sort of see what I can see in there.
Well, perception. It's dark.
16. So until my eyes adjust, that's 16, 18, 17.
You can see in the shadows the furniture is strewn about the place. You know, the tables turned over. The chairs are laying down on the floor. Yeah, there's sort of cutlery all over the place.
Is everyone else seeing this? Is just my head?
Yeah, well, I've poked my head round and said to you, looks like there might have been a bit of a struggle here.
On your passive perception, which is 23, something like that.
It's 22, yeah.
22.
You've got better dark, almost dark vision.
That is immediately what comes to you. There was a struggle here. And you notice in the dullness of this place, a little gleam of gold catches your eye, just in amongst some the folded over tablecloth.
So I'll whisper to you, do you see anything alive? Because you have...
I see nothing alive, but something over there is shiny.
Do we have a light source? I haven't thought about that. Do we have a light source?
Maybe in your backpacks you've got a tinderbox and a faggot, maybe.
Yeah.
I've got a lantern.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got a lantern.
A hooded lantern.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I might as well light that up.
Yeah, there's something glinting in the dark.
Yeah, and as you light that up, the spark illuminates this gold, which you think folded over in the tablecloth is some kind of gold item.
I look around for a broom.
A broom?
Or a pole.
Yeah, sure, there's a
Poking
broom.
device.
There's a broom, sort of. It looks like it's clattered to the floor.
Someone in my order once saw something shiny and yellow on a tablecloth, touched it, and spores or something shot out in the air. I don't wish that make that happen to me. Stand back. So I'm going to try and be as far away as possible, depending on the broom allow I might get. And I prod it.
You may just quietly just take.
Do you just prod it,
away.
or do you try and turn it?
Try and reveal it more.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand. At disadvantage, because you're holding a lantern as well.
Ooh, that's going to be very poor. That's going to be no more than 5.
You're trying to hook it over, but you've got the lantern and the broom, and it's not really moving.
I'm going to walk over, just behave yourself, and just take the lantern off you, and just shine it above your head so that you do it properly.
One more slight hand check to...
Yeah, sure.
I'm trying to, 'cause I'm still
Not
gonna
at
do it.
disadvantage.
Not at disadvantage.
If you cock this up, then I'll have no respect.
Oh, bloody hell. Probably am going to cock it up. 9.
9. Yeah, it kind of slips over to the side, and you can see a medallion or sigil of the Morning Lord.
The morning. Okay, well,
With a little bit of a broken chain.
it is definitely not a spore of any kind. My religion's not that good, surprisingly. Is anyone good at religion? So you have a look at it and just, I know it's the Morning Lord, but to get some sort of.
Oh, +3 for some reason.
Frank's a religious.
Investigate would be what either of you could roll.
And my dice, I've been rolling there for my sleight hand, is now
Look.
here.
Nope. That's a 1.
Wow, have you got even
15?
No, I don't, if I see a 1, I don't even bother adding.
It looks.
Yeah, one's a foul.
It looks to be what you would imagine a cleric of this particular deity would have worn, but in maybe you can decipher there's been a struggle. This seems to have been snapped and now lays amongst the ruin of whatever happened here.
Can we see anything else in the room worth noting?
Not anything worthwhile.
While they're wandering around, I'm just going to snag it by its chain.
Yep.
Just glance at it.
Yep.
Do you bite it?
No,
Do the gold test?
you've got the wrong character.
It seems to have a glow beyond the natural shine of gold.
Yeah.
Perhaps that's because of the deity it is for. Perhaps it's because it's something gold in such a dark place.
I'm going to catch up with you, whatever you're investigating at the moment. I'm right up against which is on his chair, and you go, this is probably more of your scene than mine. I'm seeing that happens.
I'm hoping not. But I do take it, yeah. Might as well wear it around my. It's a religious thing. Even though my religion is flat, might as well wear it.
It's
Okay.
definitely not going to get you in trouble about that one. Don't do anything like that.
Okay.
Imagine.
Yeah, just dangling there. So it's a sigil of
The Morning Lord.
Morning Lord. Sigil of Morning Lord. Cool, point that there. Let's call out to the bottom of the stairs. Hello? Tuppence? You there?
You're met with silence.
There's no cellar either. There's no cellar door. It is just.
No, it's just as it
just
is.
straight like the old ladies.
There's no answer.
As I've got the broom still in my hand, I'm going to go upstairs and bash the step up as I go up.
Yeah.
Checking the traps.
I want a 10-foot pole. I'm an old school
This
adventurer. 10-foot pole. This is my
is going to be
10-foot
your
pole.
little permanent item.
Roll investigation.
Okay. Wow. Wow. Why do I keep using the red dots? These are terrible. 3.
3.
14.
14. So, Alia is helping you
If you need assistance,
tap your way up the stairs.
need assistance,
You bang on the first couple of steps, onto the next couple. It creaks a little bit, and you wonder, oh, is that a good step to step on? You step on it regardless, and you find yourself at the top of the landing.
Okay.
You're going to say, you find yourself
Self-
at the bottom of the landing.
Find yourself in hell.
Again.
Vauxhall.
Absolutely pointless roll,
Find myself in the belly of a.
but it kept you on the edge, didn't it?
Yeah.
Wait for that boulder up there for no apparent reason to start rolling down the stairs.
I love the trepidation, but why would a man that's gone missing's house be booby trapped?
We don't know.
Look,
This whole place seems to be trying
We
to
don't
kill
walk
us.
on bugs, for Christ's sake.
Mhm.
No matter the environment.
What are you rolling for, Kev? Or are you just testing your
I'm
dice?
seeing what dice I want
Okay.
to play and what I don't.
The next
Bear
one
with.
means say no.
Oh, so far I'm rolling nothing but 2s on every single dice.
You look around upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
There's
is it a similar layout
The
to what we
upstairs,
know
yeah,
from Ravenloft
it's
tunnel?
pretty much, straight
as-
up into a bedroom. There's a bed.
Send me D20s.
You can garner this was a man in his late 50s, early 60s, lived alone. There's not really many other. It's the bed's made. Any kind of struggle happened downstairs, and that was it.
Okay. I don't think we're going to gain any more information
So-
here.
Is there any signs of that you've got downstairs? Signs of struggle. If you're not up here, is there any sort of signs of drag marks on the floor or anything like that? To see where difficult to ascertain.
Upstairs or down?
Downstairs.
What's your passive perception?
15.
That'd be investigation.
Okay. You
It would sort of be active, I suppose.
you notice that there's by the side there's a bloodied candelabra, and from the door where there's kind of the wet mud leading on back onto the cobbles, there's a bit of a drag, as if a man your build was dragged unconscious.
Which I let the companions know, and I say, let's follow this then, let's see where this trail leads to. And so yeah, we'll follow that into the streets and keep slow pace while we...
What direction are you heading? Ignore the rest of the writing. It don't matter, it's all stuff you've heard.
Along the streets.
Yeah.
So which way did the...
So you are the next... do you see the pubs here?
Yep.
Here? And you are on this drag, that third house.
Red house here. And which way did the marks go?
They seem to go off to... So you're out the doorway to the right, back towards the square.
Back towards the square here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's where I'm going to go and then actively following, keeping an eye and see if they move up a street, into an alley, into a house.
Yeah. Okay. We're going to do this by doing ability checks.
Okay.
It's going to be perception and investigation. You are leading the investigation, so you will be doing the investigation rolls. Anyone else that would like to assist will be rolling perception.
Okay.
So as you make it out the door, you see these going off to the right, and to carry on following.
16
Mm-hmm.
for your assist.
9 for the straight rolls. Just
9.
So the way that we're going to take this is the average.
Savior.
You know that it goes off to the right, but it's rained in the last 3 days, and any other marks have been washed away to the sewers.
Right.
I feel that'd be ridiculous by Dixie anyway.
Also,
Mental factors.
I really liked the
dagger.
intimidation of the Vistani.
Thank you.
So
Okay, I don't think there's any more we can do. I think we should go back to the mansion, let him know what we found, get food and rest,
About what we can do.
and then
Trail.
once we've done that, we can decide what we're going to do from there.
Absolutely. Let's head out in the morning where it's bright
And we're probably just a little bit less
and
dark.
you start to get to the square again, and you're just about to turn left down towards down the road where Mary lived and the Burgomaster's house is at the end, and you notice a small old woman with a walking stick, hurriedly trying to move across the street. She's coming towards you, but going across over to houses on the opposite side of the square. And she's kind of muttering to herself, and you can vaguely hear out, I've got to get home, I've got to get home, there's people going missing.
Okay.
These two don't notice, you do.
How far away is the old woman from us at the minute?
25 foot. You guys are here.
Mm-hmm.
I've just used the same
Yeah,
stuff.
I've got a woman.
We got her.
I've got a woman.
Hey, I think you've got an old lady.
No, she's a strumpet.
Never.
She's here. She's, as you guys were looking, she's walked up here and she's hurriedly going over to houses over here.
Okay. I'll rush over to her and ask her is she know what she knows about all these missing people.
How do you approach her?
I walk up to her and say, old woman,
Old crone.
what do you know of these missing people?
My dear, you frighten the life out of me.
I'm sorry, we're just we're here to try and help, but
Don't
She
kill her.
clasps your hand. Help is what we need.
is there any knowledge you can give us? Do you know anything?
Of
The people going missing, do you know why, where, who?
I don't know why, but not 3 nights ago I saw from my bedroom window. I live over here. She starts walking you to her house holding your hand. You get to the door because it's literally on the corner. You're at the door. She starts rummaging around. I noticed it was just down there on the right, and there was a lot of noise, a lot of banging, and then there was a very stocky man dragging another man, and they went off up there, and she points up this way, off up there towards the church.
Okay.
It's very strange. I've got to get in. I've got to get in. And she starts to walk you into her house.
We're lock the door behind us. We're gonna investigate.
Oh
this.
no, dear. You should stay in. You could go missing too.
We're here to investigate the missings. We need to go. But thank you.
Persuasion.
$21. And that's a nat 20.
Okay, yeah. Surely you are sent by the Morning Lord himself. And she opens the door, and you hear this as arms reach out of the shadows and drag her in. Roll initiative.
That's probably normal.
I think she might have a vampire in her house.
Finally.
It's probably the old man.
Sorry.
21.
Probably just the old man.
Nat 20.
Hold on, give me a chance.
28.
Well, you got what on initiative? You got 8.
Oh, hang on. I'm not a
So Jesus Christ.
Middle box at the top.
Yeah, it's right around the
Right.
top.
Right at the top.
What have you been reading off?
Who got above 20?
Oh no, I've been doing
I got
it
20.
wrong.
I got 21.
I got 23.
Right. 23. Alia. 21. Tommy.
Tommy.
Rock on, Tommy.
20,
Yes.
Frank. Okay. For the purposes of whatever, I would take that off and just have the ground floor.
This one. So she's coming in here.
Yeah. We have got Alia.
Fuck's sake. No, my touchpad stopped working again. Touchscreen.
Thomas Tolman.
Thank you. So that's when we reach out.
Frank.
To doing updates.
No, it's shutting down.
You're shutting down.
I hit the button at the top. Oh, now it's going to do an update as well.
Right on combat.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't worry.
I have
I'm
no
sure
sheet.
We can wing it. Okay. You see these arms come out, drag her in to the house. It's pitch black. You cannot see anything else. You are here. Laniver is over here. You guys, where were you? Be placed. This has all happened in the space of about 20 seconds. You guys were looking at clues, so
I was probably there pretty much.
Ilia
was
got brought across the road.
She was near
You're
us,
following
so-
up, yeah? And yourself?
I'm going to stick with Paladin Boy.
Yeah.
Without my goggles on in the dark,
Yeah.
can I see pretty well?
Yeah.
Can.
Yeah. You can see everything.
Right, so I'm
For
like,
60 feet, you can see
so
everything.
it's like having night vision.
And it comes to you to act first. You can see the arms bring her in and take her down to the floor, and bearing over her is some kind of undead human. And they're just about, they brought her down to the floor, she's screaming, and they're just about to bite her. What do you want to do?
So I turn into a panther,
As you do.
Yeah, sure.
grapple him,
Yep.
try and take him down to the ground, and I'll try and rip him apart.
Roll an attack. 14 hits.
Okay. What dice do I roll? 6.
You're in panther mode, only 1d6 in it, do you think?
1d6
Plus 2.
plus 2.
Yeah.
You pounce on him as well.
Yeah.
Are you doing a claw attack? Or bite attack?
I was going to bite it.
Yeah, okay. So if you do a claw attack in the move, you can knock them prone as well. Right?
But you need a certain amount of distance though, isn't it?
So
First.
that's
20 foot. I suppose you'll
Yeah.
do 20 foot. Yeah, so do a bite attack. Yeah.
that's 7 damage.
Bit like
If they work, yeah, so
probably
they
will
work the same way as
first,
those do, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, sure. So you hit it
Zombie.
and you knock it off of the old lady. And
Why
it
are you
sort of
keeping a
clatters and rolls
zombie,
across
woman?
the floor, and the noise of which disturbs the rest.
No.
You need to learn lock your door.
Next up is Thomas.
Okay, and the size of the door. Is there enough room to get into the doorway, or is there?
Yeah, sure.
Not that I need it actually. To be
They're
honest.
here. And this has ended up over here. The old lady is there.
So come into. So Ilia's here now. I'm not going to block the doorway just in case Frank wants to run in his melee.
Yep.
I am going to expend a charge. Can I borrow a pen?
This one?
Yeah. Let's do
Or that one?
just so I've done a charge, and this, not the one that you're attacking, you can handle that, I'm assuming, kind of thing. I'm going to go for these two here, hopefully. So I'm going to go for this one first.
Mm-hmm.
This one here, and it's going to be. It's going to take 12 points damage.
Okay. And that is on the first one that Alia attacked.
No,
this one here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm leaving Isla's alone.
No
I
problem.
figured she could handle that potentially.
I hope so. I hope so.
I don't have that on me. One zombies will kind of cover with their damage, their hit points.
You don't run these
anyway.
zombies. These are different.
Future zombies.
Ravenloft zombies.
These they're actually called Strahd zombies.
Of course they are. They all just look like him.
Just updated versions.
So, could you roll a d20 for me?
10.
10. What did you do? You shot at it,
Shot it with
and it flies through the air, straight through the sinew of the shoulder, and his arm drops off. The arm bounces back up and starts scurrying along the floor.
Nope.
take part one zombies.
Next up is Frank.
Oh, got another attack.
Oh,
Two
okay,
gold.
go for it.
Same one again then if he's
Yeah.
not dead. And he's just going to take 15 points of damage this time.
Same one.
Same one.
Just as you let loose another, as you see the arm start clattering along towards you, and it somehow manages to push itself off, and it's flying through the air as the other bullet hits it straight between the eyes, and the arm bangs down on the floor as well as the body.
Kill the brain.
Cool.
You have worked out how these runs work.
I have not had this shot.
He's got lucky with a shot.
Limbs
Yeah.
come off
Yeah.
and will go after you as well,
Yeah.
but it has a pool of hit points connected to the original body.
Yeah. Destroy the body, destroy the brain, destroy the rest of it.
Frank, what would you like to do?
Right, so how's your day? You going?
To be honest with you, mate, it's been a bit shit. I'm in this place.
Do you know what I... Oh, God, oh, right. I didn't actually think they were going in. Right. I've had a couple of... did anyone else drink the wine?
I actually didn't know.
No,
Did I drink everyone's wine?
you might have done.
I didn't drink.
Did I even offer you any
No,
of the wine?
you bought them.
I bought them, just put them on the table, and it's like... I may be drunk. 3 pints of wine. Okay, fine. So you're not in the way of the door, are you? Because you made a point about that.
Yeah. Just staying
Right.
slightly back outside the door so I can just.
Right. Come on, we're on. So I'm going to come flying in there, use all my movement I need to get into melee with the first thing I'm going to run into,
Yeah, go for it.
whichever you decide that would be. Whichever.
You're here.
Yeah,
You'd probably
I've got 40
make it
feet.
just into there,
I've got 40 rather than 30, which is the standard, so just for reference.
I'd say.
And just come barreling into the first thing that I see. Go, what the blood? Okay. And I'm going to have a little slashy with song.
Go for it.
Oh, that's not great. It's +8, so that's 6. Brain. Are you there? It's 8, it's 4, so it's 14.
Yep, roll a d20 for me.
D20? Oh, right, yeah. I don't want to keep one. It's 8. be looking at something.
What was it?
8.
8. Yeah, so you come in, slashing away. Song goes.
Oh, they got target areas for the.
Straight through the kneecap, and it wobbles. The leg comes off and starts hopping around.
Okay. Of course it does.
Yeah.
Of course it does.
Go for it.
My second attack, which will be with dance.
You need to roll damage before.
I do, don't I? I'm skipping a step.
Skipping the good step.
Yeah. The ideal step. Okay, that dice has rolled 3 twice now in a row. That's when it's been used.
Yeah, I'll be having
So that's 10 points total
Sure.
of damage.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to hit it with dance. Try to. So 5. 5. They're both +8 actually. So that's 13.
Yeah, that swings at it, hits it.
Cool.
What body part do you get this time?
It's another 8.
You chop the other leg off.
So now it's got no
Falls
legs.
to the floor and starts clawing along. You've got these 2 legs popping.
I can't see that. That's a 1. So 1, so +7, so that's 8 points of damage. But because I've used both of them, it's 1 extra piercing damage with each weapon.
Yep.
So I turn that 8 into a 10 with your sanity.
Yeah. And you
Bang.
chop the leg off, and you come down and straight through the skull, and you kill it.
Cool. I was going to say now, I tend to try and charm it. Because that just get weird at this point.
Normally undead are immune to charm.
Yeah, but I have the most useless undead anyway, because it's got no legs. Try and make it, force it to go around and kick people.
Towards Ilia, and he's going to make a bite attack. So it bears down on you, and it gets 5, 6, 8, which won't hit you.
No.
And it leans in with both of its claws, so another 2. That will be a 16, 19,
That hit.
and a 14.
14 is my armour class.
Yep, so both hit.
Yeah.
And you are going to take 2 points of slashing damage
Okay.
and 3 points of piercing damage as it claws you and then gets a bite in onto one of your limbs. The next one comes around into Frank, and it launches in with his first attack. That is 6, 7, 8, 9, which won't hit you.
No.
And then it goes in for another 2 claws. The most it can get is a 16.
Oh, just hits me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then it hits you for 2 points of damage.
2.
Yep, slashing.
Cool.
They get a lot to do. They're just not very tough. They're just
Yeah.
weirdness.
Small army of them. Definitely something to be concerned about, but yeah. So now we've got to keep track of actually which ones we've actually attacked and hopefully get a kill shot on them.
Well, the 2 that you have attacked are dead.
Dead, yeah.
Right.
These 2 are fresh.
Okay.
Well,
Laniva.
as fresh as
Fresh as zombie gets, yeah.
Laniva hears all of the commotion, makes his way over, but he can't do a lot because that's the 30.
Yeah. Heavy armour as well. Just here I am. Oh, I'm knackered.
We're back to the top. Ilia, what would you
Winded.
like to do?
I'm going to pounce on the one in front of me here,
Yep. Sure.
dig my claws
Claws in.
in, and I saw the other ones die when the heads were damaged, and I stuck my mouth as far around the head of this thing
Go
as
for
possible.
your attack. Do
Decapitation.
you have multi-attack as a panther?
It
No.
doesn't. It just does one attack. I believe.
Yeah, well, unless you want to add any special abilities to this thing,
No,
it's custom.
you want a big dice, a D20.
To attack, yeah, of course,
Just
sorry.
a single attack.
13.
See, it's got
You hit it.
Yeah.
Well,
Now
obviously,
we'll
that's
see what
based
body
on
part
just
you
a
do
random
get.
creature.
That's on
rather
a
than
D20 as
morph.
well.
Oh, right, okay.
That's a house rule,
11.
I think.
Well, still
11.
plus six.
You go to bite the head, but you slice through one of the arms, and the arm drops off.
Yeah.
So now you want to roll your damage.
Right.
Exactly, yeah.
8.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
The arm drops
That's
off
making me laugh.
and starts walking along.
Getting a lot of 8s on the kill locations.
Next up is Thomas.
Okay, oh yeah, why not? I'm going to expend a couple of pen again, sorry. Might as well expend the charges. Getting near dawn. There we go.
Yeah.
It's going to come a bit more into the door.
I get too excited when combat happens, so I stand up. And
Yeah,
then I was like, maybe people can't hear me, but I guess I'm being picked up from that
Yeah.
one as
It
well.
should be able to be. You know, I hit this one here as I go in, so it's just minus. So this one
Yeah, sure.
that's behind Frank Babe.
They're pretty easy to hit. You want 8 or higher.
I just automatically hit. I just don't deal damage, so it's just because it's effectively a magic missile.
Yeah, but you still want to roll in case you get a crit.
Yeah, you do. Still want to roll in case you hit. Get crit. Well done, that man.
Fine, I can do it. Yeah, not a crit, but yeah. So it's 12. My brain went completely dead. 12 points of damage on him.
Where do you hit it?
What's that? Is that
Roll another
D20?
20.
D20? 15.
15.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it shoots through the sinew on the arm. The arm drops off. So,
If one adds-
He's harmless.
If he's not dead, same shot again onto him. I didn't get a crit on that one. 12 again. If you want to know where I hit him, 2 this time.
this one hits him in the leg. A leg drops off.
Legless.
And you've got an arm and a leg, and he's kind of
leg and
shambling.
armless.
Next over to Frank.
Come, boys, let's have it. And so,
Which one are you going for?
I don't care, whatever's closest.
both.
The one that Thomas just hit
Is this one here?
seems to be
Not very happy.
not doing well.
Right, we'll go for him then. It'll be a dance, a dagger.
Yeah, sure.
So, come here. This is that's 14 plus
That
stuff.
hits it.
Yeah. That is a 6 for location.
Yeah, sure. You hit it in the leg.
I feel like I may have
That's
thrown the
hopping
wrong
around.
dice last time. I threw a D8. And that's a D4. Oh no, I'm looking at crossbow now. I was right the first time earlier.
And damage.
That's a 1 again. This thing can get out. That's twice now. It's done a 1.
How much damage?
So dagger says +7. It's +7 on both of them, to be fair.
Yeah.
So it's 8 points of damage. With
So
no-
the dagger, and it returns to you. Yeah.
I didn't throw it. Just
Oh, okay.
yeah, because I'm in melee. So
As you hit out and you go for the body, but you go a little bit wide and you hit it in the leg, and you pull your hand back, and the dagger strings back to go to your hand. It curves round and goes through its head and kills it. That's the only way I can explain
That's
that way of happening.
as I'm trying to figure out how I made it do that. And then
And you perceive it's because you left it in there and let go,
yeah,
and it came back.
that's it. And just as I'm now putting the dagger back, and I just see the other one and just take song and go. So, not having it. I'm not having it today. 19 to hit.
Yeah.
That's a 20
Yeah.
for location,
Yeah.
and it's a D8. Yes. It's an 8. So that's. I'm having a really bad math day. That's 15.
Yeah, I am. Still,
Right.
I don't know why.
But it's +1
Okay.
because
so
both
16.
weapons have been used. Yeah.
Yeah. and
the other one's dead.
So the sword dance swings back round into this hand, and you song decapitate it. You don't decapitate it at the neck. You get it here in the temple, slice it straight through the brain, and it falls slumped on the floor.
Covered in ichor and just like...
Okay.
And for once, you actually just get a moment where you just see Frank's true sort of way of just going, he loves actually being stuck in the middle of melee. But not great with things that he's got to fire at range at. He doesn't like it very much.
Wow.
So that, my friends, is how zombies work in this world.
I like those zombies. They're fun.
So now this poor woman's got dead body parts all over her house.
Could have been worse, love.
You expecting me undeading your house, love?
I wasn't expecting anybody in my house. I'm going to clean this up and take them out the back and burn the bodies.
Sounds good.
And she gets to work on it.
Okay, off we go.
She sends you out the door on your way and locks the door.
10 gold.
You hear the click of the lock. You hear the click of the lock, and then you hear several bolts be pushed across.
Is it a comical thing, like the locking scene's like 3 minutes long? Yeah.
There's a little bit of silence.
And this big steel door behind it.
Okay.
So you have another clue.
Yeah, church.
Yeah.
The church.
Are we examining the church now, or what time is it?
I feel like
Probably at about 10:30.
Yeah.
I feel like they might be taking the piss. I think they want us to clear out this entire village, just
whole
one by
village,
one.
yeah, one by where?
Yeah, just go over there. We've heard the stuff over there now. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. There's a
Go
clue.
over there,
You can see up the top
Church,
there, is the church, yeah. It's not a big village. You probably can assess that. Would you roll a sanity check for me?
What
20.
orders?
No, just Frank.
3.
3.
I don't assume I add anything to
We're
it.
gonna nip next door. And I'm gonna tell you something because you failed that sanity check.
I'm assuming I don't add anything to it. It's just a 20.
yeah.
Why are you reading the Ravenloft book?
I'm just trying to get. Well, I'm not.
Some inside info.
I'm not.
I told you we're darting off
the
there.
wrong-
Morning breaking.
It's the wrong Ravenloft book, but yeah. What are you looking for, Kev?
Where the map?
Oh, right.
It's...
The map. Oh. I bet that's just Ravenloft Castle. Yeah.
Castle.
No, not quite.
Not quite.
Have a look.
Do you want a map? That's upside down.
Lands of...
No. Let's crack on.
That's the world map.
This is what's going on inside my brain now. In Thomas's brain is taking time to. But no, he has definitely not been into this land before. Even read about it. This is.
You want to know where the church is?
Yeah, can we see the church?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
That's just a wall poster.
That's a very cool poster. That is actually a very cool poster.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
Pass it around.
If anyone wants to see, yeah, I do know the.
You do know.
Well, yeah, the layout of it somewhat fairly well. If anyone wants
Just
to
fold
see.
that back on itself.
Not too well built.
That just roll it back.
So we're there, and we sort of say, well,
That's it.
from where we are, which we're down here, somewhere by the town square.
So where's the church?
top left hand side.
Oh, I can see the cemetery.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
So you guys are making your way out to the church, yeah?
We are.
Yeah.
We're not going to go to the Burgomaster's house now. We'll go to the church.
We'll
And
go to the church and then.
how are you doing, Aya, for damage? You seem to be keep taking.
I was
That's
39, I'm only down to 34.
You've probably still got more than me already. Yeah, you got more than me already. I'm
I'm
32.
alright.
And how are we doing for time?
Real world time. About half hour on real world time.
Half an hour?
About 5,
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem.
Could at least get us to the church, maybe, and investing around. Allow you to play.
Okay, off to the church then.
Okay. Do we see anything on our way to the church?
You make your way up to this church, and atop a slight rise against the roots of the pillar stone that goes up to Castle Ravenloft.
Do we get to a cemetery? There's a church in this cemetery.
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
There stands a grey, sagging edifice of stone and wood. This church has obviously weathered the assaults of evil for centuries, and it's worn and weary. A bell tower rises towards the back, and flickering light shines through the holes in the shingled roof, and the rafters strain feebly against their load. The heavy wooden doors of the church are covered with claw marks and they're scarred by fire.
Okay.
I think we've found a decent place to hold up for a second. If they can't get in, can we get in?
You notice, looking around the graveyard, there's some freshly dug graves.
Yeah.
Maybe in the number of 50 to 60.
Graves in general, fresh ones.
Fresh ones.
Jeez.
Fresh grave, 50 to 60 fresh
Yeah.
graves.
There's 50 or 60 fresh graves over there. I can see in the darkness.
Sort of
Maybe
a
the
quarter
guy
of
that's,
that looks
that's the
fresher
bar. Maybe he's in charge of this too.
than the total amount.
Yeah.
But these can't be more than a year old.
Yeah.
I think we found the missing villagers.
And you can tell that by the way that they would have they would have dug a grave, put a coffin and whatever in, so you can tell by the mounds are
They're double stacked.
they're they're different levels of, because of the decaying under it as dropping the earth,
Yeah.
and you can see these, like I said, can't be more than a year, and there's at least a quarter of them are fresher in the last couple of months.
Business has been good for whoever's knocking his caskets up.
Okay.
That grave digger's minted.
Yeah. He's probably the same guy that's been cleaning
Are
the
church
glasses.
doors locked?
You try them,
Yeah.
they aren't locked, they're open. You open the doors and it reveals a 10-foot wide, 20-foot long hall leading to a brightly lit chapel.
Okay.
The hall is unlit. That's a weird thing to say, a brightly lit chapel, and the hall is unlit, but the chapel at the end is lit. The hall around it isn't lit, and it reeks of mildew.
Okay.
There's 4 doors, 2 on each side of the hall,
Yeah.
and they lead to adjacent chambers. You can see that there's debris strewn about the chapel, and you can hear a soft voice kind of reciting prayer.
Okay.
Is that in an understandable language?
Yeah.
I turn to our paladin friend, go, how do you feel about this church? Any thoughts? Insight, if you will. Is this a holy place? Still.
Have you all come in with me? Yes.
Yeah, we're just waiting for some time.
I've made sure that the doors of the church are shut behind us.
Yeah. Okay.
Now we're inside the church. It's just got great.
Yeah.
Yeah, theatre of the mind. It's not.
Yeah, it's fine. So you see, it's like a long passage. There's set of doors, and then it opens out into the main chapel. There's an altar at the end, and there's a man. You can see now as you enter, there's a man on his knees praying.
Okay.
And you see the sigil of the Morning Lord up on the altar,
Did you
which
catch what I
is
said?
a burst-rayed sun.
Did you catch what I said?
No.
I turned to our paladin friend. And, how do you feel about this church? Is this a holy place still? Or is there corruption? Any ideas? Any thoughts?
On a nat 1,
Yeah,
none
got
of our-
Scooby, useless.
this whole place seems to be dark. 50 or 60 new graves. There can't be anything holy about this place. Anything good.
I walk off right up to the chapel towards the man on his knees.
Stealthily, or
I'm not worried about him hearing me.
a fat, weary, sallow face turns. Can I help you, my child?
We've been given some information that perhaps someone might have been brought up to the church hurt.
Where did you get this information?
Oh, just an old lady in the village. Says she saw someone coming up here with someone who looked like they were hurt.
Many people come here that are hurt. It's what
And-
clerics do, we heal.
Any recently?
There's been many hurt people here recently. Many dead people.
Job looking at the graves,
So,
thinking out loud.
the person I'm talking about is Mr. Tuppence. Do you know him?
Mr. Tuppence.
Because
Doesn't-
the problem is, he seemed to come this way, but he never came back. He seems to have gone missing.
I saw Mr. Tuppence 2 days ago.
During this
He seemed fine.
conversation, I'm trying to drift away into the shadows somewhere. If I don't know if he's actually even noticed the rest of us or not.
Roll stealth.
And yeah, I'll do that first. Stealth.
You're laughing at me opening this cat.
16.
Not to break them.
16.
16, yeah. And
Where do you think you're going?
ooh, he's got good perception. I'm just looking around.
Well, you look with
Don't
your
mind me.
eyes. You don't need to walk around.
I like to check my environments. It's not exactly the most welcoming of sights in here.
Does he seem honest? I rolled a 15.
Insight. As far as you are concerned, Jess.
Okay.
These are dark days, and people should not be coming into other houses as welcoming as they are, and wandering for themselves, looking with their feet.
This is a church. All
I
should
mean
be
no
welcome.
harm, I am Father Donovich. How can I help you?
We're just trying to find out what's happened to these missing people.
People go missing all the time.
There doesn't seem to be many villagers left.
It is night. Not many people come out during night. It's not a safe place.
During the conversation, my crossbow is not aimed at him, but is like definitely kind of ready to rock and roll. Quite suspicious.
Is there any information that you think might help us? Because we're just trying to find.
What, persuasion? What are you doing at the moment, Thomas?
Just standing by, both from listening to the conversation.
Not a time to roll badly, is it? 7. Dear, oh dear.
Do I, looking around, do I see anything like the sigil dice? I'm quiet.
There's a massive one above the altar.
Is your one openly on display?
Not at the moment, no. So I actually then, as you're doing this, just
Mm-hmm.
pull it out and then come brother.
And you are doing this for him to see?
Yes, yeah, doing it for it to
Or you're just doing it casual?
just pull it out.
Okay.
Pull it out as in just come brother. We all want the same cause here.
Like I said, people go missing all the time. I don't know why a load of cleric has, in your opinion, to do with this. And you, where did you get that?
I am a man of faith. Jesus, yeah, no, I am a man of faith.
You are.
I'm trying to sidestep answering without lying. No, I'm trying to, yeah.
You're just not very good at it.
I'm just not very good at it though, because I'm not used to lying.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I have many things to do.
Doesn't know this.
As you say, many people go missing. You've seen the graveyard. We have bodies piling up beyond count. He moves to the door and he locks it and he pulls down the wooden beam that shuts it, and he grabs you by the scruff of your jacket and he goes, "Don't take things that are not yours." And he takes it back, and just as you kind of rear to him, you hear, "Father, I am hungry. Feed me."
Reaction.
And we are
For having
ended for today.
I think we've found our missing people.
Yeah.
I think he's feeding something in there. I knew he was dodgy.
Well done, mate.
Thanks.
Yeah, very good. Enjoyed that. That was good fun.